A historic moment for Iraq's economy. Hello, and welcome back to Dinar Exchange Chronicles, your #1 source for the latest updates on Iraq's economic developments and financial reforms. Today is February 10th, 2025, and we bring you breaking news that is already making waves across the international financial community. In what many are calling a defining moment in Iraq's economic transformation, government officials have taken bold steps to modernize the nation's financial system. This move is expected to pave the way for economic stability, greater foreign investments, and a more competitive Iraqi dinar. Let's dive into every detail of this historic breakthrough and its impact on Iraq's financial future. Breaking news: Iraq strengthens global financial ties. Iraq has taken a monumental leap into the international financial arena by forming strategic partnerships with key global institutions. The highlight of today's news is a high-profile meeting held at the Iraqi Ministry of Finance headquarters, where top officials welcomed a distinguished delegation from the German Corporation for International Cooperation, GIZ. This collaboration is more than just a diplomatic exchange. It represents a major shift in Iraq's financial landscape. The presence of officials from the Central Bank of Iraq, the Federal Integrity Commission, the Financial Supervision Bureau, and the General Authority for Customs and Taxes signals a united commitment to modernizing monetary policies, enhancing tax collection, and improving financial oversight. Why this partnership matters. For decades, Iraq's economy has relied heavily on oil exports, with minimal diversification in other sectors. This dependency has made the country vulnerable to fluctuations in oil prices and hindered sustainable growth. Additionally, long-standing issues such as corruption, bureaucratic inefficiencies, and outdated financial practices have impeded Iraq's ability to attract significant foreign investment. However, today's partnership with GIZ marks a turning point. GIZ is internationally renowned for its expertise in fostering economic development and institutional capacity building, especially in post-conflict regions. By partnering with such an organization, Iraq is signaling its readiness to embrace modern financial standards and shed outdated practices that have held back progress. Strategic importance of GIZ's involvement. GIZ's long history of working in complex economic environments means that Iraq is tapping into a wealth of expertise. Their proven track record in economic reform could help lay the foundation for a more transparent and accountable financial system in Iraq. This collaboration could significantly enhance Iraq's ability to attract international investors and strengthen global confidence in the country's economic stability. The potential impact on the Iraqi dinar. One of the most anticipated outcomes of these financial reforms is the potential strengthening of the Iraqi dinar. The Central Bank of Iraq has been exploring ways to modernize the currency to reflect Iraq's economic potential and to stabilize its value in the global market. Historically, the Iraqi dinar has been associated with a fixed exchange rate policy, limiting its flexibility in international markets. However, with today's developments, experts believe that Iraq could soon introduce reforms that enhance the dinar's exchange rate, boost investor confidence, and make it a more viable currency for global trade. The revitalization of the Iraqi dinar is not just about increasing its value. It's about positioning Iraq as an attractive destination for foreign investors. As the financial system becomes more transparent and robust, businesses will find Iraq a more favorable environment for investment, which in turn will drive economic growth. Key financial reforms announced. 1. Improving tax collection methods. One of the major challenges in Iraq's economy has been the inefficiency in tax collection. The new reforms aim to modernize the tax system by integrating digital technology, streamlining processes, and enhancing accountability. A more efficient tax administration will ensure that public finances are robust enough to support infrastructure projects and social programs. 2nd, streamlining customs procedures. Inefficient customs systems have long been a bottleneck for trade, discouraging foreign investment. By adopting international best practices, Iraq aims to reduce bureaucratic hurdles, speed up customs clearance processes, and create a more business-friendly environment. 3. Updating monetary policies. The meeting also focused on updating monetary policies to better manage inflation and stabilize the Iraqi dinar. The Central Bank of Iraq plans to introduce measures that will promote financial stability and economic growth, ensuring that Iraq's currency remains competitive in the global market. 4. Strengthening financial oversight. The presence of regulatory bodies such as the Federal Integrity Commission and the Financial Supervision Bureau at today's meeting highlights Iraq's commitment to combating corruption and ensuring transparency in financial transactions. A renewed focus on accountability is expected to improve public trust and attract more international investments. 5th, building institutional capacity. GIZ's involvement will help train Iraqi officials and implement international financial standards. By strengthening institutional capacity, Iraq can improve the effectiveness of its regulatory bodies and establish a new benchmark for governance in the region. Expert opinions and public reaction economic analysts are calling this meeting a game changer for Iraq. One leading economist stated, "The collaboration with GIZ is a clear signal that Iraq is committed to economic change. It is a necessary step toward transitioning from an oil-dependent economy to one that embraces diverse and sustainable economic activities." Social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube have erupted with discussions on Iraq's financial reforms. Hashtags like GIZ, Iraqi Economic Reform, D, Modern Dinar, and Egyr Global Iraq are trending, with many expressing hope that these reforms will bring long-awaited stability and prosperity. While the public reaction is largely positive, some critics caution that implementation will be the real test. Past reform initiatives have faced resistance from entrenched interests and bureaucratic inertia. However, today's developments differ from previous efforts due to the high-level involvement of multiple regulatory agencies and a globally respected development institution. A historical perspective on Iraq's economic challenges. Since the early 2000s, Iraq has struggled to diversify its economy beyond oil revenues. The heavy reliance on oil has made economic growth highly volatile, leading to frequent financial instability. Corruption and inefficient administration have further hindered attempts at reform, delaying Iraq's integration into the global economy. Today's meeting marks a shift in this trend. The involvement of international organizations ensures that reforms are implemented transparently and effectively. The government's strategy includes clear, measurable goals aimed at creating a more resilient financial system that supports both domestic growth and global trade. The global impact of Iraq's financial reforms. Iraq's decision to embrace international financial standards is not just a domestic achievement. It has far-reaching global implications. As Iraq strengthens its financial ties, it is positioning itself as a regional economic hub. Neighboring countries and international investors are closely watching these developments, recognizing the potential for increased trade and investment opportunities. Organizations such as the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank have expressed their support for Iraq's reform efforts. A successful implementation of these reforms could lead to improved credit ratings and easier access to global capital markets, further accelerating Iraq's economic growth. What lies ahead? The Iraqi government has outlined a roadmap for the implementation of these reforms, with key milestones including the establishment of a new financial oversight framework, the launch of modernized tax and customs systems, training programs for government officials on international financial practices. For everyday citizens, the long-term benefits of these reforms are expected to be substantial. A more stable economy will lead to better public services, improved infrastructure, and greater opportunities for businesses and investors. Final thoughts. A new era for Iraq today marks a pivotal moment in Iraq's economic history. The strategic partnership between Iraq and GIZ, supported by key domestic institutions, signals a new era of financial transparency, modernization, and global integration. While challenges remain, the commitment to reform gives hope that Iraq's long-awaited transformation is finally underway. Stay tuned as we continue to report on these historic developments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Dinar Exchange Chronicles for the latest updates. What are your thoughts on Iraq's financial reforms? Share your views in the comments below.